Our Albertsons shoppers donate to Goodwill because it's convenient and they always get a receipt.
I donate to Goodwill because Goodwill keeps things like computers out of our landfills.
I donate to Goodwill because Goodwill turns gently used goods into jobs for people in our community.
I donate to Goodwill because when I give, Southern Nevada benefits.
Donate.
Donate.
It's easy to donate.
Shop and donate today. Pahrumps Goodwill is located in the former Ace Hardware building.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, an alleged child predator has been taken into custody. It's time to get your air conditioner ready for the summer. And Pahrump decides to move marijuana dispensaries out of town. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, March 19, 2014. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. A 22-year-old man was taken into custody after allegedly luring a 14-year-old to meet him to reportedly engage in sexual acts.
22-year-old James Ross has been arrested by Nye County Sheriff's deputies and is facing charges of luring a child with a computer. Detectives received information on Monday, March 17th, that James Ross was going to the Church of Latter-day Saints at Wilson and West Street to meet a 14-year-old female. The information was that Ross had arranged for this 14-year-old to sneak out of her residence and meet him there. Detectives followed up on the information and went to the church. Ross arrived at the LDS church. During an interview with Ross, he stated that he was indeed supposed to be meeting a female at that location. Ross denied any plans for inappropriate conduct with her. Ross provided detectives with consent to search his telephone. During the search on his phone, the detectives located a Facebook message between Ross and a female Facebook user. The female identified in this conversation with Ross that she was 14 years old, and based on the conversation, according to police, it was evident that Ross had intended to have this 14-year-old female sneak out of her residence to engage in sexual activities with him. James Ross was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, 73-year-old Samuel King pleaded no contest this week to a single charge of attempted sexual assault of a child less than 14 years of age. King has been accused of sexually assaulting at least one female over a period of 6 years. King accepted a plea deal in the case. King is facing anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison at the time of sentencing. He is scheduled to be back in court for sentencing in on June 23rd. Well, yesterday, the Board of County Commissioners hashed through 2 agenda items concerning medical marijuana and Senate Bill 374.
The Board of County Commissioners met yesterday, and on their agenda was 2 items concerning medical marijuana establishments, a dispensary, and licensing. The board voted 4-1 not to allow a dispensary within the Pahrump Regional Planning District. However, one dispensary will be placed within Nye County, according to Nevada state law. Commissioner Butch Boraski spoke to News 46 today, who stated that allowing a dispensary within the Pahrump Regional Planning District would affect people being allowed to grow their own marijuana, as law states that you cannot grow any marijuana within 25 miles of a dispensary. They did, however, adopt the zoning for the medical marijuana establishments. The board decided to go with the minimum allowed by state law, which is 1,000 feet from a school or 300 feet from a daycare, park, playground, swimming pool, or church. The medical marijuana establishments would include testing labs, cultivation facilities, productions of edible marijuana, and a dispensary. This, however, has been voted against to be within the Pahrump Regional Planning District. On the other agenda item concerning the licensing bill, the commissioners voted to reduce a proposed 15% tax on marijuana sold, distributed, or produced in the county to 10%, and the $50,000 annual licensing fee would be reduced to $30,000. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
And after the break, Marty Saltz will discuss the effects and treatments of chemo brain.
When the treatments are over, cancer patients still struggle. Next, on Prescription Health, what's being done to help those with chemo brain?
This portion of the news is brought to you by Albertsons. You're in for something fresh.
Welcome back to News 46. Well, more than 13 million Americans are living with some form of cancer. Harsh treatments like chemo and radiation save lives, but they will also change lives. As Marty Saltz reports, many cancer survivors are learning how to cope with chemo brain.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
I just felt like my mind was muddled. I'd asked my husband for the milk when I was meaning to ask for a banana.
These cancer survivors are living with chemo brain.
It generally refers to people who have some kind of cognitive difficulty following cancer treatment.
Chemo brain affects anywhere from 14 to 85% of cancer patients. But it's not just the chemo that causes problems. Radiation, hormone therapy, and surgery are also to blame.
It goes emotions.
Now, researchers are studying whether cognitive rehabilitation can help. Patients attended group sessions for 7 weeks and learned proven memory strategies.
We're actually also seeing some nice activation pattern changes in the brain.
After cognitive rehab, you can see the pattern of brain activation indicated by more blue areas, suggesting they processed information more efficiently. One of Janet's favorite memory exercises is the Memory Palace. You picture a room in your house and visually put something you want to remember by an object in that room.
When I want to recall it, I just go back up and walk through the house, and that image is there in the entry, and it reminds me of what it is that I'm trying to remember.
Deborah says learning to group together information like numbers helped her.
I feel like it's getting better, but I don't feel like I'm where I was before I was diagnosed.
Two women who are happy to be alive and learning to cope with the effects of treatment. I'm Marty Saltz reporting.
Other factors like lack of sleep, stress, and depression may also play a role in cognitive functioning and may also impact patients with cancer-related cognitive dysfunction. A study in 2012 looked at women after breast cancer surgery before any treatment was given. About 1 in 4 showed problems with word skills, and about 1 in 7 had memory issues. The women who reported worse brain problems also reported higher stress levels. Well, the weather is warming up. Now is the time to do a maintenance check on your air conditioning unit. Do it now saves time, money, and possibly discomfort.
Right now, the one thing you want to watch out for is weeds. Keep them away from the outside units. We find that a lot. Can really cause some really expensive problems. You need to make sure the weeds are at least 2 feet away from the unit. Air conditioner is not meant to take the pollen and the bacteria out of your air. There are whole house filters for that. That's not what your air conditioner is designed for. If you use them heavy cloth filters, you might as well just leave a dirty filter in there. You're going to end up burning up blower motors and costing you a lot of more money on power to run your air conditioner. Use a very low density filter. You just want to keep the dirt out of it. If you have other problems, we can address that later, but do not use the heavy cloth filters for your air conditioner.
What about coil cleaners? Can you buy them yourself? Should you have somebody come out and check them?
Sure, you can buy coil cleaner at Home Depot. It comes in a little spray can, and it's very easy to apply. It looks like shaving cream when you put it on, and you just brush it with a very, very light horsehair brush.
What about vents in your house? What's the proper operation for venting inside the home? Should you close them? Should you open them? Should you only have one room that you're in with all the vents going in there? What should you do with that?
On a typical mobile home, that's where the biggest problem lies on that, is people try to close off too many rooms. If you got to close more than 2 vents, you're going to create a problem. It's either hot spots or cold spots in a house, and those hot spots still create a problem because the walls in your bedrooms and such are not insulated. So they will draw from your air conditioner anyway. You're better off to keep the vents open.
It's recommended to have a maintenance call at least twice a year. How much does the maintenance call cost?
Our maintenance call is $60. I have coupons out now that will give you maintenance for $50. You just got to look for them.
What does that include?
Pretty much the first hour that I'm there. It will include anything that, as far as labor, that we're there for the first hour. All parts, of course, are not included.
And if you'd like to call Pahrump Valley Air, the number is 727-7488. Well, some new services will now be offered at Desert View Hospital for women's health.
We are happy to announce that beginning in May, so it'll be the week of May 6th this year, we are bringing women's services to Pahrump. So we know that there are some women's services available, but we definitely need more. Our population of females in this town far exceeds the number of services available. So we are happy to partner with the Women's Health Associates of Southern Nevada. President of that group is Dr. John Martin. He himself, as well as a Dr. Donna Miller and some other physicians, will be coming out here to start out at least one day a week to offer women's services. So that will include all sorts of care for women, well women care exams, menopausal management, and hopefully we'll soon branch into prenatal care as well.
And these will even be open for different types of minor surgeries or what?
Yes, definitely. So the hospital is fully equipped with an operating room that has state-of-the-art equipment. We have a team who is highly skilled. So we already do a lot of various surgeries here in town, especially with bringing in Dr. Sorensen, our general surgeon we brought in last summer. But this new group, WHASN is their abbreviation, they are very well established in Las Vegas, and they have a lot of surgical expertise as well. So people will be able to go to that group to see those physicians, and then here in Pahrump, and then they'll be able to have any surgeries that they need here at Desert View Hospital. So they won't have to leave the comfort of their home, in their town, to travel to Las Vegas for surgeries. And surgeries are never fun. Nobody wants to travel for that. And so, and part of our mission, obviously, at the hospital is to make it so people don't have to travel outside of their hometown to get the health care they need. So surgeries will include things a little bit, laparoscopical procedures, as well as things like hysterectomies. So it's big news. We're very excited about it.
Exciting news. Is it going to be on the campus here at Desert View Hospital, or will they be working out of the hospital from another location?
Their clinic will actually be located inside our Mountain Valley Physicians Clinic temporarily until such time as we build our permanent medical office building on campus. And then at that time, all those clinics will move into a permanent building. But in the meantime, they will be housed there. That's where Dr. Kelly Van Wagner, our internal medicine physician, is housed, as well as Dr. Sorensen's office is there too. So at this time, we don't have a number yet for people to call to make appointments with the women's group, but we expect that within the next 2 weeks.
All right, folks, we'll keep it here because we're going to have more local news for you after this break.